In a world full of mysteries, where the weird things are not something out of the ordinary and can be explained, but what if there are things out there that cannot be easily explained? Are they made up things? Or just an elaborate hoax made by people? Let's find out. Well, hello there everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. So, I think the last time that I posted a YouTube video was this summer, a few months ago. Yeah, a lot of time has passed since then, so if my voice sounds, kind of weird and you ask yourselves right now, what the f*** is wrong with your voice? Well, I have a cold right now and I'm still in the process of getting better. So today, for this special video, which is not special, and I will probably forget to do another video in a real long time again, I will do a makeup kind of video, well, a special kind of makeup, because it's not any ordinary makeup. Today I'm going to recreate kind of like two looks combined in one. While I do that, of course, Halloween passed. But in my heart, it's always Halloween. So, while I do my makeup, I decided for today that I will talk about a few of my paranormal experiences. So, that's gonna be truly interesting for today. Just as a disclaimer before I will start doing this video, these stories are a little bit old. So if there are people that are watching this video right now that don't actually believe in these kind of things and stuff and entities and whatever you want to call it, that's totally fine. Just take it with a grain of salt and just enjoy the experience, For me, truly, it happened a few years ago, so even I am still a skeptic. But before we do that, we have to change, because this look goes on my face, on my neck, and also my shoulders and chest a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back. No, I will do this. Alright, I think it's just good enough. I decided to use acrylic paint to recreate this goddamn look. Yeah, acrylic paint. There's nowhere to be seen to be written that it's not allowed to, to put acrylic paint, put acrylic paint on your face, alright? I mean, it's, the expectation of use of this paint is to actually put it on a canvas or paper, whatever you want to put it on, not on your body. So, fingers crossed, everything is going to go well, So, firstly, we're going to start with, yellow, because it's the main thing, and then I'm going to on the small places where there's also red, I will put red only after I put the yellow color. So let's go on with the paranormal stories. So there's a whole story behind, these experiences. So we will start with the beginning. So since I was young, as young as I can remember, I had this weird passion for, where the did I put the brushes? Okay, here. I had a weird passion for the weird things. I remember as a child that when I was alone at home, I was about like, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years old, I would put on my computer some horror films and try to watch them, but I got too scared one time, and I got so scared to the point that I always jumped on the bed at night, because I was scared that under the bed there would be a monster that would just grab my feet and drag me under the bed. So that was a scary thing. Oh god, I really don't know what I'm doing right now. Hopefully it's gonna look okay-ish. So yeah, it started with that, right? And then after a while I got more interested with time. So I started school, made some friends, I started becoming friends with, firstly, with this girl named Stephanie. And with time, I started watching YouTube videos about these, you know, those nostalgic, scary games with Charlie, Bloody Mary, Baby Blue. So yeah, I started with that. I started trying Bloody Mary, and every week I would come up with these scary games that I would find online or on YouTube. And we would try them always in the school's bathroom, or in the front of the mirror, or where the bathroom stalls were. And we would usually scare children there. They would be really scared to enter the bathroom. Poor kids. I was really dissatisfied that nothing was happening when we tried those games, obviously. With time, I kind of gave up after a while, if I'm not wrong, and I don't know what's happening right now. I'm really trying to understand what I'm doing to my face, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So as I was saying, it firstly started with these silly games, right? We started with those, you know, they were engaged. Stephanie and Carmen, you know, then I became friends with Carmen. Us three, we were really passionate about all of these games, stupidly. Then I found out about Ouija board, the lovely Ouija board. So that was a thing. So I found out about Ouija board. That's when it started to go all wrong. And it was a bad idea to find it, because as a kid I was a pretty aggressive kid with these games, because I really wanted to prove to myself that these things existed. And sometimes when you search, you find what you wanted to search. Not always, but sometimes. And yeah, of course we didn't buy one. I didn't find one, so I decided to DIY a Ouija board. So I just usually I would just take like a sheet of paper and use a black marker to write out the alphabet, I don't know, the drawings, the sun and the moon, and the goodbye, and the numbers, whatever. Ah, shit, I need to redo this, but it's fine. We're going to continue with the story. Okay, so as I was saying, I found out about Ouija board. We tried doing Ouija board also, again, in the school bathroom with me, Carmen, and Stephanie. So we tried. Of course, nothing happened. But then I actually tried to not follow the rules, just to get some action going on. I was doing it purposely. Purposely to make something happen. And I would say shit like, if you really exist, follow me and Stephanie and Carmen home and show us the signs. You fucker, you coward, you don't actually exist, or whatever. And actually, what would my dumbass do is I would not end the session, and I would just be like, fuck you, and I would just destroy, I would rip the sheet of paper that was the Ouija board, and I would throw it in also the school's bathroom trash. So that was funny at that moment.
You're done. You're done.
The first thing that I can remember after this encounter, I started, especially when I was alone, I started getting this weird feeling like I was watched. And it was weird. You know, at first I shrugged it off because I thought it was just, I don't know, my mind playing tricks on me, because, you know, I played that game and now I just got scared, and I was also a child. I was about 12 or 13, somewhere around that age. I still have yellow paint left on my face, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, as I was saying, I started getting paranoid, and I told my friends about, you know, how I got paranoid, and, you know, I feel like I was being watched. And then I talked with them, and they said nothing weird was happening to them yet. So I just decided to just get on with my day as I usually would do. And then, especially again when I was alone, the temperature of the room got low. It was cold, and I want to specify that all of these weird things started happening in the summer of 2017. So it was between those months, July and August. So it was really hot, and I started getting these weird, like, low temperatures around me. I would feel the low temperature and I would just again shrug it out because I was like, oh, maybe I'm just paranoid yet again. And at the same time, I also felt like I was being watched. Oh, it got really weird. Then, of course, again, the next day I tried playing the Ouija board again with my friends also. And I got more aggressive because I was like, because I really was desperate for something to happen. The question in reality is why. I can't exactly say why. I'm not sure as to why I did that. I just wanted something to happen. I don't know, I was just a bored kid and I wanted some fun, so that was my fun back then. So I did another Ouija board again. We played the next day the Ouija board. Again, I said, if you really exist, well, you're an asshole, you're a coward because you can't give us a sign, fuck you.
Girl, what the fuck is you talking about?
Fuck you, and I will also give the middle finger.
Girl,
I would also say that that entity should follow them. And then things got weirder. So let's talk about this instance, this encounter with this entity. So it was after school. It was in the evening around 3-4 p.m. And I was listening to some music and dancing. I want to specify that I was alone that day in that moment. And I would dance, and I got really tired, so I just paused the music. I decided to just lay down, let myself breathe for a second because I was dancing like a crazy person. I want to tell you about the overall outlook of the house, like how the things look, so you guys can have an idea. So I was in my room, and on my left side, at the end of the room, is the door to my room. My door was cracked open. Okay, I found my wording. So my door was just a little bit cracked open. And I would be looking at that door, and besides that door, there was the door of the entrance of the house, just besides my door of the room. So I would just be chilling and whatever I was doing then, just breathing, I guess. And then that's when I saw, oh, also I want to specify about the door that my door is not like a solid thing. Half of the door is like a tinted glass that also has some kind of texture, and it's half blurry, like you can't see through it. You can see like shadows and whatever, but you like can't see clearly a person if there's something in front of it. You can just see the form, the colors, and it's all blurry. So I was looking at the door, and that's when I saw from the entrance of the entrance door a big tall shadow entity that was pure jet black, blacker than, I don't know, this thing, the color of this. It was really black, a solid color. It wasn't foggy, it was solid. And I saw it pass my door into the kitchen hallway. And I just stood there and looked at the door, and I was like, holy motherfucking shit in my mind. And even though I was alone, like any person that first dies in a horror movie, I go to the door, I open it, and I whisper, "Hello? Hello? Is there anyone there?" Obviously, I got no response back. So I debunked it. I tried to think about what would have caused it. Maybe it was a shadow, but like it made no sense. The window from the hallways were somewhere at the end of the hallway, and it just doesn't make sense, okay? So I guess I just shrugged it off. But at the same time, I really got scared because I knew what I saw, and it was really trippy and weird. And then I told my friends about what happened, and each one of them told me like a story about what happened to them. So my friend Carmen told me that back then she only lived with her mom. So that night her mom worked the night shift. So she had to sleep alone that night. She was in her room, and in front of her there was the door of the room, and it was closed, and it was similar to my door. Half of it was just glass, and you know, exactly the same. It was blurry, so you could just see through it, but you couldn't see clearly. And it was about, I think, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 at night, and she was up on her phone looking at whatever she was looking at, and then she noticed that I wanted to point out that I forgot to explain that right where her room is, there's also a hallway where a single light was on, so she could see in case she wanted to go to the bathroom that was in front of her room. She then noticed, as she looked ahead of her, that there was this black figure of a man standing in front of her door. She got really, really freaked out. I don't remember exactly because this was a long time has passed since she told me this story. I don't know if she asked I don't know if she said something. I don't think she was. I think she was too terrified to say anything in that moment. And she just looked at that thing. That thing wouldn't move. It was just standing there doing nothing. And then after a few seconds later, that thing started to play with the doorknob. It tried to open the door. She told me that night she forgot to close her room's door, so that thing could enter the room, but like it looked like that thing was only trying to open the door with that doorknob, but it was just only playing with it. The person that I thought that was my dad wasn't my dad. On the light, and suddenly the clicking sound just stopped.
Oh my god, just listen to this. What the actual fuck? Okay, that's really weird.